When my mom was pregnant with me, the doctors told my parents they were having a boy. Wonderful. We'll name him Ace. Ace. I love that name. Then along came me, a girl, and I was born without a forefinger on my right hand. My parents were a bit freaked out at first, but they didn't really care. I was still their perfect baby. Hey friends, my name is Ace, and I live in a small town in Ohio. Please like and subscribe. When I was in kindergarten, our teacher asked us to paint with our fingers, and that's when a kid noticed my hand was different.
Hey, look at Ace's hand. So cool. Are you an alien? Whoa, Ace. Did a mouse chew through your finger? No, dummy. My hand's always been like that.
My classmates never bugged me about it, which was nice. Over time, more people found out, and some mean kids would call me a freak, but I was never bothered much because I could do everything people with 10 fingers could do, like play baseball. Dad was really into it, and he taught me everything I knew. Once when I was 14, I saw some boys playing baseball in the neighborhood, and I asked if I could join, but they said they didn't play with girls. Losers. As I turned to leave, one of the boys hit the ball and it came flying towards me. I swiftly caught it and swung it at him. The guy seemed shocked. Whoa, how did you do that? Yeah, you threw a perfect curveball. How did I do that? And when I tried baseball over and over again, I learned that I could throw a perfect curveball because of my missing forefinger. After that day, those same guys wanted me to teach them. I started playing with them every day and gained a reputation for smashing the neighbors' windows. When I was in 11th grade, Dad gave me some big news. I'd have to finish high school in Cincinnati because he'd gotten a better job there and we could use the money. So we moved. The school was 5 times the size of my high school back home, and I was feeling nervous as I walked in. Just as I found my locker, a very pretty girl walked over to me.
Oh, hey, you look like you're new here. I'm Bree, and I must say, your overalls look awesome.
Oh, thanks. My dad and I have matching ones.
Really? The janitor wears almost the same. Is your dad the janitor?
Wait, was she making fun of me? Before I could reply, a boy with flaming red hair came running down the corridor and crashed straight into Bree, knocking her to the ground.
Oliver, you moron, get off of me.
You were in my way and now you've made me lose it.
Lose what?
The rarest butterfly. I was following it and now it's gone.
What kind of guy chases butterflies? You are such a loser.
Stop being so mean to me, Bree, or I swear I'm gonna fall in love with you. She shoved him aside and stormed off. He grinned at me. I see you've met the school queen bee. More like school witch. Haha, yeah, that's Bree. So beautiful, but so cruel. Everyone's kinda scared of her, but not me. Me neither. Soon after, I found out Oliver and I were in the same class. He was a great guy, and we started hanging out together. And I discovered that he loved 2 things, magic tricks and baseball. He was always trying out silly magic tricks on me that made me laugh. And when he insisted I join the school's baseball team, I got to see how good he was. And also really competitive. One day in the cafeteria, Oliver was showing me a new card trick when Bree and her minions came by.
You guys make the perfect weirdo couple. Miss Nine Fingers and Mr. Tomato Head.
Having a bad day again, babe? I'll give you a hug if you don't mind the weird smell off my t-shirt.
Ew! And I'd never be the babe of someone like you. Do you even have any life plans, Oliver? Or are you just gonna be some homeless street magician?
Hey, I make plans every day. Like feed your goldfish, put on pants, annoy Bree. Why are you so worried about my future anyway? Do you see yourself in it?
In your dreams, loser!
And with that, she grabbed a bottle of mustard and dumped the whole thing on his head.
Ketchup and mustard go together.
And before I knew it, I'd flown out of my seat and attacked Bree. She screamed like a banshee when I sat on her and pulled her hair. Don't mess with my friend again. I can hurt you pretty badly with just 9 fingers, you dumb witch. That incident landed both me and Bree in detention. But I was a hero after that. No one had ever laid a finger on Bree before, and lots of kids were patting me on the back, and Oliver just couldn't get over it. That was epic, Ace. I can't forget the look on her face. I wish you'd made a video of me, dummy. Bree gave me death glares from afar every day, but I guess she backed off because she knew I could kick her butt. Oliver and I grew closer, and we played every day to help each other improve our game. Even my dad loved him, and his mom was so nice to me. I found out that his dad was always in and out of jail, and his mom was basically raising him alone. Since we were always together, lots of kids assumed we were a couple, but that didn't bother us much. We were best friends, and nothing could change that. One time we were having a practice match, and I was on fire. Oliver was really struggling to hold his ground against my curveball pitching. "Are you trying to hit me in the face, Ace?" "Boo-hoo. Focus on your game, Oliver. You already have 2 strikes. 1 more and my team wins." For some reason, Oliver seemed tense, and when I pitched, he missed again. When my team started celebrating, he just threw his bat, ran off, and sat under a tree. Hey, don't be a sore loser. I'm just mad at myself. The final games are only a few months away, and that's where all the university recruiters pick talent. I really need a scholarship, and I'm playing so badly. And on top of everything, look, my shoes are ruined. Every player has some bad days. Cheer up, let's get some ice cream. Come on, let's go. He just sat there like a stubborn donkey as I pulled his arm with all my might. Suddenly he got up and I fell backwards, dragging Oliver with me. Awkward. By saying awkward, you made it awkward, weirdo. And then we both burst out laughing. I went to the bathroom to clean up, and that's when I heard Bree behind me. "Do you know how gross it is to see 2 dorks making out? Get a room. We were not— Wait, why am I explaining anything to you? Think what you like." I was leaving when she said, "I haven't forgotten what you did, Ace. I'm gonna get you when you least expect it." "Oh, I'm so scared. I'd go running to my mommy if I had one." And I walked off quickly before she could reply. She sounded crazy. A week later, it was Oliver's birthday, and I wanted to buy him the perfect gift. I had to use all my savings, but it was worth it. I went over to his place, and when he opened the box, his eyes shone. Oh my God, new baseball shoes. Ace, you're the best. Can you sign them, please? 'Cause for me, you're a star. Are you sure you want me to destroy these killer shoes with my sign? When he nodded, I gave him an autograph. Soon we had our summer vacations, and I went back to Ohio to see Grandma. When I returned, I was in for a shock. Oliver seemed to be over his awkward puberty phase, and he looked really different. I'd never seen his hair brushed before. Where is my crazy best friend, and what did you do to him? I'm still the same guy. Hey, Ace, I gotta tell you something. Let's catch up at lunch, okay? Of course. But when I got to the cafeteria later, I saw Oliver there with Bree, and she was all over him. I felt so angry. I wasn't jealous or something, but why her? And once she left, I asked him, and he was going on and on about how they'd bonded over the summer and how she'd really changed. Nobody. She was calling you a loser only months ago. Well, I was acting like a loser. Come on, Ace, I'm kind of into her. I want to give this a chance. All right, if it makes you happy. But I wasn't happy. Why was he calling himself a loser suddenly? Some weeks later, the baseball finals started. Our school's team was doing well, and Oliver and I were the breakout stars. But only one of us could get selected for the prestigious sports scholarship at the best Ivy League university. As we prepared to go onto the field for the last match, Oliver shook my hand. May the best man or woman win. Couldn't have said it better myself. I played hard and totally nailed the game. But when the scholarship winner was announced, it turned out to be Oliver. He even got a huge cash prize. I quickly got over my disappointment, and I was so happy for him. A week later, Bree threw a party to celebrate Oliver's victory. But when I got there, Oliver was just busy with people I didn't know. I felt out of place and went to go sit by the swimming pool. And that's when I spotted Bree showing off her necklace to her friends. Wow, Oliver sure has good taste. That looks expensive. It was the least Oliver could do after what my dad did for him. He's the head recruiter at that Ivy League university, and he basically gave Oliver the scholarship, even though Ace played better. That witch got what she deserved, and Daddy really thinks Oliver is gonna be a huge star one day. Oh my God, I felt gutted and furious. I ran up to Oliver and grabbed him by his shirt. You cheated? How could you? Oliver knew right away what I was talking about and quickly pulled me into another room. I yelled at him and he kept trying to shush me. Hey, I did what I had to do. Your dad has a decent job. My dad, he's in jail again. You know my situation. I need this, Ace. You can get it next year. Yeah, I know your situation, but that doesn't give you an excuse to stoop so low. Do you feel happy that you won by cheating? I don't even know who you are anymore." I spat in his face and left the party. Oliver and I didn't speak after that, even though he tried to talk to me and kept calling. A couple of months later, he stopped trying, and then one day, I saw him on the news. He was being called the next big thing. A few months later, I participated in a local fundraising match and led my team to victory. After I accepted the trophy, a man approached me. "Hello, Miss Ace. I'm from a prestigious university, and we want you to apply for our sports scholarship. Your missing finger gives you an edge that I've never seen in any other player. No one throws a ball like that." I was excited to apply, and I got in. The opportunities my university provided me in baseball were amazing. After graduation, I got into the national women's team, and I heard how Oliver had received a huge offer from a league in Japan and had moved there. Sometime later, I met an amazing guy and fell in love for the first time. After dating for a few months, he proposed, and I said yes. One day, as I was walking into a coffee shop, I bumped into someone, and I looked up to see that it was Oliver. Oh my God, Ace. Oh, Oliver. Been a long time. I thought you moved to Japan with Bree. Yeah, I did. But things didn't go so well. Bree's with a soccer player now. She broke up with me after I had a rather serious injury. What? When did that happen? And then Oliver told me how he had an injury that left him paralyzed for a year. He had to work really hard to get back on his feet, and he was finally playing again. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Oliver. Just then, my eyes fell on his shoes. You still have these? Why? I have a game later today, and these are my good luck charm. Look, Ace, I'm so sorry for what I did. I was selfish, I was a jerk, and I was desperate. I'm not making any excuses for my behavior, though. Please forgive me. I've really missed you. I didn't forgive him right away, but we kept in touch and slowly patched things up. The truth was, I'd really missed my best friend too, and I was happy to discover that he was still a weirdo. And when I got married a few months later, I was so glad my best friend was there by my side as my best man.